Do you feel it too? Like the way I do. Aku calon mantu terbaik mamamu.
Hello, my name is OCINCHINNATTINEE FRADRICK, matrix number BB3150344, Group 6, Sales Management, Section 1. And I'm going to present about the company background and also my selling activities personally. Our group chose the company One World Perfume Company, which is a local perfume manufacturer located at Airport Kota Kinabalu. This company actually operates under Dinas Global Sendirian Berhad Company, which is the HQ of it, and focuses on both retail and wholesale perfume products. Let's have a brief history of this company. So, One World Perfume Company is known as the first and largest perfume manufacturing factory established in Borneo. So, the company began operation in 2022 and was officially launched in January 2023. The company was established to meet high perfume demands in Sabah and also Sarawak. To differentiate from its wholesale-focused parent company, which is Dinas Global, the brand name One World Perfume was introduced to support both retail and wholesale markets. So in 2024, the company also introduced the sub-brand Sumandak to represent Sabah's local identity. Next is One World Perfume Company goals and objectives. So the main goal of One World Perfume is to become a well-known local perfume brand in Sabah and also Sarawak. The company aims to strengthen brand recognition, expand distribution channels, and develop unique fragrance formulation that suit locals' preference. And also another objective is to make more perfumes accessible and affordable to local consumers at Sabah and also Sarawak. Next, let's talk about management philosophy of One World Perfume. So, One World Perfume Company applies a management philosophy based on standard operation procedures, SOPs, work rules, and effective communications. So, SOPs ensure consistent product quality, while work rules maintain discipline, and regular meetings support teamwork and performance monitoring, which is effective communication. So all of these are what One World Perfume stands for. Next, brand strategy. So what are One World Perfume Company strategy? So their brand strategy focuses on strong local identity and also digital presence. One World Perfume actively uses social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and also Facebook to promote their products. The introduction of the Sumandak, which is their sub-brand, also helps highlight Sabah's culture, elements, and differentiate the brand from competitors. Now let's talk about industry background. So, the perfume industry in Malaysia continues to grow due to digital commerce and also social media marketing. And in Sabah, the industry has strong potential because there are fewer large-scale manufacturers and consumers are increasingly interested in affordable, locally produced perfumes, which creates opportunities for brands like One World Perfume. Next, let's talk about my personal selling. So, introduction to selling activity. This section explains my personal selling goals, responsibilities, selling experience, and also sales performance. My selling goals and objectives are to sell 12 bottles of perfume at 15 ringgit per bottle with a total sales target of 180 ringgit. So, each one of us were given 12 to 13 bottles to be sold. So, I had 12 bottles and I aim to achieve this within 2 to 3 weeks during the academic semester. So my main target market was university students at UMS and also working adults who showed interest, and also families and friends. What was my role and responsibilities throughout this project? So as a group member, I actively participated in planning and execution of the project. I also volunteered to collect the perfume stock from the store, promoted and sold my allocated products, managed customer interactions, arranged deliveries, and participated in group discussions to share selling progress and challenges. How was my selling activities and experience? Firstly, I began by identifying potential customers, mainly students at UMS and people within my personal network, such as families, friends, and working adults. I use a casual and how I approach them. I use a casual and friendly approach to make customer feels comfortable and less formal. So it means I use informal conversations. So during my face-to-face selling, customers were allowed to test the perfume, smell it, and touching the perfume. And while online selling was done through WhatsApp and other social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. How I sell my products, I use both face-to-face and online selling methods. So when I sell my products, selling activities were conducted outside lecture hours, and throughout the academic semester. And where I sell for face-to-face selling activities, it took place at UMS and during the PPIB APK booth, while online selling, which allows customers from outside UMS to place orders conveniently, are made at Panggilan Tuaran. Lastly, I would present about my sales performance and reflection. At the end of the day, I managed and successfully sold all 12 bottles of perfume which has allocated to me, and although I actually intended to sell it in 3 weeks, the process actually took nearly 4 weeks. And this is because women's and unisex fragrance were the best selling, while men's fragrance, they were slower to sell due to lower demands. And this experience throughout this project taught me the importance of understanding customer preference, being patient, adjusting selling strategies when needed, being consistent, and never give up. And that is all from me. Thank you.
Hello and good day everyone. My name is NURSYAFIQAH ABDULLAH and my matrix number is BB31503. And today I will be presenting my part of the Sales Management Group project for One World Perfume. So, my presentation will cover 2 main sections. First, I will explain Section A, which focuses on sales management practice based on the interview conducted with the sales manager of the One World Perfume, Mr. Nazrin. And second, I will explain Section B, which focus on selling activities including my selling goals, delegation of work as a group leader, selling process, and the attainment of my sales objectives. So, through this presentation, I will also focus on how sales management theories were applied in real business and selling situations. So first, for Section A, Sales Manager's Role. Based on the interview conducted, the sales manager of OWP, Mr. Nazrin, has several years of relevant experience that strongly support his current role. He has more than 2 years of sales experience where he was involved in direct customer interaction, negotiation, and account handling. He also previously worked in Sarawak, managing projects, and at Petronas Sabah in the risk management division. In addition, he completed a 3-month communication training program, which helped him strengthen his interpersonal communication and negotiation skills. From a sales management perspective, this shows that hands-on sales experience and communication skills are very important in developing a competent sales manager who understands both customers and salespeople. In terms of daily tasks, Mr. Nazrin shared that he spent his time equally between frontline sales activities and office-based work, roughly around 50% on sales and 50% administration. His sales-related tasks included monitoring weekly sales data, observing retail performance, and planning sales activity for the following week. Meanwhile, for office work, he more involves on overseeing the staff behavior, ensuring compliance with standard operating procedures, and managing internal communication within the staff and handling managerial paperwork. So, this balance between field work and administrative duties reflects the true nature of sales management, where managers need to understand real operational conditions before making strategic decisions. On the other hand, Mr. Nazrul's responsibilities go beyond supervising daily sales. He is responsible for analyzing weekly performance trends, planning sales strategies, and to ensure that the store SOPs are properly followed. Communication also is one important responsibility, as he must keep the sales team informed and aligned with company goals. He also plays an important role in coordinating the staff performance, motivating employees, and to ensure that everyone works toward the company's objective, which is to build the brand recognition for One World Perfume as a local brand that suits Borneo preference. This shows that sales management involves not only to achieve the sales targets, but also managing people, motivation, and brand direction. Based on the interview, there are several key skills are required to perform well as a sales manager. One of the most important skills focused on was real sales experience, because it allows the manager to understand the customer behavior and to guide the sales staff effectively. Strong communication skills are also important, as manager always interact with customers and employees daily. Mr. Nazrin also mentioned that the role is not suitable for someone who is overly introvert, as confidence and decisiveness are important in a fast-paced retail environment. Other skills include negotiation, leadership, and the ability to make quick decisions. Overall, this reflects how the sales management depend heavily on interpersonal and the leadership skills. Last but not least of Section A, which is compensation and motivation. At One World Perfume, the compensation system is designed to encourage performance while to maintain fairness among staff members. Part-time staff are paid based on hourly rates with 7 working hours per day. In addition, sales staff receive monthly commissions, especially when collective sales targets such as RM 100,000 ringgit are achieved. There are also annual bonus and performance-based salary increments, which are reviewed by headquarters at Dinas Global Sendirian Berhad. Non-financial motivation is also focused. The company celebrates festive seasons such as Hari Raya, Kehormatan, or Chinese New Year. They also provide meals and recognize birthday of the staff members. So staff development is supported through coaching and training. This balanced approach helps to maintain motivation, loyalty, and performance of the staff. Now, moving on to Section B, which is selling activities. As the group leader, my role was to ensure smooth coordination of selling activities, clear communication with the group members, and timely completion of tasks. I also monitored both group and individual sales performance and provide guidance when challenges happen. My personal selling goals was to sell 13 bottles of perfume at RM 18 ringgit per bottle, with a target revenue of RM 234. This goal was set based on my access to customers, my time availability, and selling capability. Besides financial goals, my objective was also to improve my communication, my persuasion skills through real selling experience. Next, for delegation of work among members. As a group leader, I assigned roles based on each member's strength, monitor their progress, and led discussions through WhatsApp and face-to-face meetings, especially during tutorial class. I was also responsible for managing the financial coordination, including collecting payments from group members. Each member contributed RM 65 ringgit and 63 cents, totaling to RM 525 ringgit 400 bottles with 6 fragrances, as agreed with One World Perfume sales manager. Regular reminders were given to make sure payments were completed on time, so selling activities could proceed smoothly. Next, for selling activities and experience. I followed the selling process, starting with prospecting and approaching the students, the working adults, and my personal network customers. Communication style was adjusted based on customer background. I identified customer needs by asking about their fragrance preference, then present the product by highlighting its suitability for Borneo climate, the long-lasting scent, and the affordability. Testers were provided for demonstration. Objections related to price, the brand comparison, were handled politely, and soft closing techniques were used to encourage the purchase. Selling was conducted face-to-face through WhatsApp, mainly to communicate with customers with my client to meet and set up the time and place. During classes, weekends, and at the PPIB APK event at UMS. Next, for the attainment of goals and objectives. Over a 3-week selling period from 10 December to 28 December 2025, I successfully sold all 13 bottles, achieving my quantity target. However, the revenue target was partially achieved, with total sales of Rm260 due to price adjustment made for student customers. This experience focused the importance of customer-focused selling, the flexibility, and the pricing strategy. I improved my confidence and communication skills, but also I realized that my persuasion techniques needs further development and further continuous improvement, especially when handling objections and also price comparisons. In conclusion, the sales management project allowed me to apply the theory into a real practice. So through the interview, I gained insight into actual sales management practice, while the selling activities helped me to understand the customer behavior, the preference, and also performance evaluation and also continuous improvement. So overall, this experience helped to strengthen my understanding on sales management and prepared me for the future roles involving selling and managing sales teams in the future. And that's all for my part. Thank you for watching.
Hello, my name is AWANGKU JAMIL and my metric number is BG3150394. And today I will be presenting on the part of 4.2, which is sales planning and forecasting for One World Perfume Company. We start with the 4.2.1, which is the forecast frequency. So based on the interview session, we already identified that the forecast frequency that have been used on One World Perfume carry about 3 types of sales planning and forecasting in a systematic manner to anticipate the market trends and support in a decision making. And the 3 main forecasting is used by the company, which is the first one is monthly forecast, which is the primary focus. It helps to align the business strategies with seasonal demand and major events. This will allow a better planning of inventory, marketing activities, and also resource allocation. And the second is weekly interval reviews, which conducted in the short-term performance. And these reviews allow the company to respond quickly if the sales performance does not meet the expectation. And the third is the last, which is the yearly forecasting planning, is mainly used for reporting purposes, and this is a long-term strategic planning rather than daily operations. Moving on to the 4.2.2, which is the factor considered. So moving on this section, what are the factors are considered for the One World Perfume predicts for the future sales. So in the company use the terms of hot and cold month concept. So what is hot? Hot months refer to a periods with a major celebration such as Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Chinese New Year, and Christmas, where the consumer spending usually higher in this hot month. And in other hand, which the concept they are using is cold months, which these periods are without major events. For example, back on the October 2025 is often associated with rainy weather, and influenza outbreaks is getting spreaded, which in this month reduce consumer activity and purchasing behavior. And this seasonal pattern together with economic conditions And external factors play an important role in shaping a consumer demand, and therefore a key consideration in sales forecasting. Moving on to the next section, which is 4.2.3, which is what are the tools One World Perfume Company use. So, according to the Mr. Nazrin, which is One World Perfume mainly relies on a spreadsheet, which is internally used in the company, and they call it as a kitab. And these spreadsheets will allow easy access for a collaboration and tracking among team members. And the company also relies heavily on the historical sales data, as a past performance provides a valuable insight into future trends. This data-driven will approach ensures that forecasting decisions are based on the actual patterns rather than assumptions. Then moving on to the 4.2.4, which is accuracy and response to variance. When the actual sales does not match with the forecast figures, One World Perfume will apply the reverse engineering approach. So this approach involves analyzing internal factors such as marketing strategies, pricing dimension, and operational efficiency, as well as external factors that may affect a consumer demand. So by identifying the cause of the variance, corrective actions will be taken promptly to reduce losses and improve future forecasting accuracy. Overall, this structure yet flexible forecast system allows One World Perfume Company to remain adaptable, especially in the Sabah market. That's all from me. Thank you. I will moving on to the presenting on the 5.1, which is the selling goals and objective. So moving on to this section, selling goals and objective. For selling project, I set my personal target to sell 13 bottles of perfume at 15 ringgit each, so resulting that in a total sales target of 195 ringgit. So this target was based on my available time and access to potential customer within my personal network. So my objective were not only to achieve this financial target, but also want to improve my communication skills, persuasion, and confidence in selling. And then my target consists mainly of my friends and classmates in the University Malaysia Sabah, which is UMS. And since most of my customers were male, I focus on promoting men's fragrance with fresh and long terms of scents suitable for daily use. Next is section 5.2, which is delegation of work among team members. So as a part of the group, I was responsible for selling my allocated stock of 13 bottles of perfume, which I schedule appointment with my prospect, explaining the fragrance option and helping them to select the suitable perfumes. I also handle closing the sales, collecting payments, and also report my progress to the group leader. In addition, I contribute around 65 ringgit 65 cents toward the purchase of 100 bottles of perfume, and actively participate in a group discussion to share the selling strategies and overcome the challenge. Moving on to the 5.3, which is selling activities and experience. So 5.3.1, which is the stages of selling process. I carry out my selling activities by following the 6 stages of selling process that I have learned in the class. So first, during the prospecting, I identify the potential customer among of my friends and also my classmates. And then To create awareness, I also designed a promotional poster which highlighting options and affordable price of 15 ringgit, which I share it on WhatsApp and also Instagram to create the awareness of this perfume. And the next stage is opening stage, which I approach a prospect in a friendly manner to build a trust. And during the qualifying, I ask about them, about their fragrance preferences, such as they want the fresh or woody one, or also the night vibes kind of scents. And in the presentation, I explain the benefits of the One World perfume brand, which focus on the affordability and long-lasting quality scents that I have recommended to them. So for closing, I use a direct close technique by asking, would you like to take this fragrance today? And finally, during the servicing, I thank to the customer and also follow up them by WhatsApp and contact them for maybe they want to purchase the perfume in the next future days. So the main challenge that I faced during this selling activity is customer rejection, which the potential customer have been reject me. However, I learned to stay positive and improve my persuasion technique, which helped me to convert the hesitant prospect into buyers. Moving on to the section 5.3.2, which is the product background, how we sell, when and where we sell. So moving on to this section, I sold a various perfume under the One World perfume, but mostly focus on the men's fragrance. But I also include a few of women types of perfume. And then my selling approach was personal and consultative. So sales were connected face to face, which is at their location, such as I come and go to their home and pursue them about this perfume, and also on the classroom and also the foyer at the library in the UMS. And with follow-up of communication handled through WhatsApp apps. Moving on to the final section, which is the attainment of the goals and objective. So in this section, I successfully sold the 13 bottles of perfume, which achieving my sales target, which is 195 ringgit. And this experience also improved my confidence, my communication skills, and understanding of customer-focused selling. And although my targets were achieved, I also recognize that the need to further enhance my persuasion skills in the future selling activities. In conclusion, this selling project allowed me to apply these sales planning concepts, which is the 6 stages, understanding the real forecasting practice, and gain hands-on selling experience. And it was a valuable learning experience that I have contributed to both my academic development and my personal growth. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is NURUL BINTI AMIN. My matric number BB31503. So today for my presentation, I will be covering 2 parts, which first section A, that focusing on 4.3, which is organization of the sales function at One World Perfume. And then the second section B, which is my individual selling experience and reflection for this project. So we go for section A first, about the interview, which is organization of the sales function. So the first one is about team structure. To begin, One World Perfume organized its sales function into 2 main branches, which are retail and wholesale. This dual structure allowed the company to serve different types of customers effectively, including walk-in customer and bulk buyers. In the retail section, the focus is mainly on direct customer interaction. Retail employees provide customer service, explain product features, and finalize sales. Each employee handles one customer at one time and it rotates to the next customer. This rotation system helps ensure that employees are not overworked and that customers receive consistent service quality throughout the day. On the other hand, the wholesale section focuses on customers such as agents, resellers, bulk buyers, and individuals who want to create their own perfume line. This structure allows the company to address both small-scale and large-scale customers efficiently. And then the second one is roles and responsibilities. The roles and responsibilities differ significantly between the retail and wholesale teams. And retail staff more focus on customer service, product explanation, and immediate sales. Meanwhile, the wholesale teams operate in a more technical and data-driven environment. Their responsibilities include managing agents, handling bulk orders, and dealing with customers' interests. Their work relies heavily on performance indicators such as KPI, ROI, LIT, and customer prospects. So this clear separation of roles helps ensure that each team can focus on its strengths and operate more efficiently. And then the third, performance indicators and team strategy. One important performance indicator used by One World Perfume is LIT, lead, which stands for TikTok leads intake. So lead measures how many people engage with TikTok advertisement and submit interest forms on the company's website, which then become potential leads for the sales team. And then another key indicator is ROI, or return on investment, which evaluates the effectiveness of marketing spending, especially for TikTok advertising campaign. When ROI is low, management may restructure the team, adjust strategies for reassigned personnel to improve sales performance and their cash flow. So currently, the company has 4 sales executives with plans to hire more in the future. High-performing executives are encouraged to share their strategies with others, helping underperforming staff improve and ensuring consistency across the sales team. And then the fourth one is customer segmentation and handling customer segmentation. And then the fourth, customer segmentation and handling. So customer segmentation plays an important role in the sales function. Retail customers are handled by retail staff, while wholesale inquiries are directed to the wholesale team. This segmentation allow for more professional communication, especially when discussing pricing, agent package, and private label offers. This to ensure customers receive accurate information from the right team. And then the last one is communication system, formal and informal. In terms of communication, One World Perfume uses both formal and informal system, which formal communication includes short meeting and briefing that related to team performance or strategy changes. And then for less urgent matters, informal communication through WhatsApp is used, which allows faster coordination and flexibility. So overall, these structures makes the organization flexible but well organized, with clear task division and minimal overlap. Next, we move to the section B, which is individual selling experience. So the first one is the selling goals and objective. We're moving on to section B. This part focuses on my individual selling experience. My main selling objective was to achieve 150 in sales by selling 10 units of One World Perfume at 15 ringgit per unit. However, Beyond the sales target, this project was designed to help me learn the basics of personal selling through real customer interaction. Personally, my goals included improving my self-confidence, communication skills, and persuasive ability in a professional context. I had to learn how to approach strangers, explain product benefits clearly, handle objections politely, and manage my emotions during rejection. This was a challenging task as it required patience, adaptability, and consistent effort. And then, second one, delegation of work among members. For this project, selling activities were conducted individually and each member was responsible for their own performance. Then my role was a sales representative. I was fully responsible for selling my allocated perfume bottles. My duties included approaching customers, explaining the product, allowing customers to test different scents, answering questions and closing sales.
YouTube Music app, you can discover.
In addition, I also responsible for handling all payment transactions where customers made payments using my QR code. This required clear communication and responsibility to ensure customer trust and smooth transactions. Group communication was still maintained to track progress and support members who face challenges. And then next, selling activities and experience. My selling activities were mainly conducted around University Malaysia Sabah or UMS, as well as with members of the public in other locations. The selling process began by identifying potential customers such as students, staff, and the general public during suitable times, and like after classes or during the daytime. I approached customers politely and introduced the product in a friendly and non-pressure manner. I then asked simple questions about fragrance preference, such as fresh, classic, or slightly sweet scents. This helped me recommend suitable options. I present One World perfume as an affordable, long-lasting perfume suitable for daily use, and customers were encouraged to taste the perfume before purchasing. Throughout the process, I encountered customers with different attitudes and purchasing power. Some purchased immediately, while others hesitated due to price sensitivity or brand preference. I learned the importance of staying calm, patient, and flexible when handling objection. And then next to the product background, how we sell, when and where. So the product sold was One World perfume, offered in 4 scent option, which are Giorgio Armani Aqua, Giorgio Armani Bath and Body Works, and YSL. Customers were allowed to test and choose their preferred scent before purchasing, which increased satisfaction and confidence. The selling method used was one-on-one personal selling, mainly around UMS and among the public during peak times such as after classes. So the experience helped me understand how location and timing affect customer buying behavior. And then the last one is the attainment of the goals and objective. In terms of results, I successfully sold 8 out of 10 bottles, generating 120 ringgit in sales. Although the full target was not achieved, the outcome was still positive. And then the reasons include the early stage of developing confidence and communication skills, time limitation due to academic commitments, and external factors such as price sensitivity and brand familiarity among customers. Despite not fully achieving the sales target, the learning objective was successfully met. I gained real selling experience, improved my communication skills, and developed greater confidence. This project helped me to understand the real challenges involved in personal selling and the importance of persistence, adaptability, and continuous improvement. In conclusion, this project provided valuable exposure to both sales organization structure and real-world personal selling experience. It helped me apply the theory into practice and better understand how sales functions operate in actual business environments. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Hi, good day to Dr. Grace and everyone. My name is NURAINI BINTI, my matrix number BB2316096. Today I would like to present the part of recruitment and selection process at One Word Perfume. So the first one is recruitment channels, which is to begin with, One Word Perfume uses several recruitment channels to announce job vacancies. These include social media platforms such as Facebook and TikTok, job portals like My Future Job, as well as the company's official channels. This approach is very effective because the company mainly target young people who are highly active on digital platforms. Next, in terms of candidate requirement, One Word Perfume focus on hiring male candidates under the age of 30 who are physically healthy, responsible, and Malaysian citizen. This requirement is mainly for the production department where the job involves physically demanding tasks such as heavy lifting, operating machinery, long working hours, and working in potential risky environment. And these tasks require good physical strength and stamina to ensure safety and smooth operations. The lower number of female workers is not due to gender discrimination, but a rather safety and job suitability concerns. Some production tasks involve health and safety risks as well as challenging working conditions. To comply with labor laws and protect employee well-being, the company assigns physical demanding roles to individuals who are better able to handle them. After the job advertisements are released, the Human Resource Department is responsible for screening all the applications. This initial screening ensures that only candidates who meet the basic requirements such as physical fitness, integrity, and citizen status move on to the next stage. Candidates who pass this stage will be invited for the interview or further assessment. So during this process, the company evaluates not only the candidate's qualification, but also their personality, willingness to work in a production environment, and ability to follow work ethics and procedures. This shows that One Word Perfume applies a comprehensive selection approach rather than relying solely on documents. Once suitable candidates are selected, they enter the training and orientation phase. During the first week, the supervisor, Mr. Mohammed Nazrin Hashim, is fully charged of the training. New employees are introduced to operating standards, safety procedures, work structure, and basic production process. This orientation period is very important because it helps employees understand the company's expectation, discipline, and responsibilities. After the first week, training continues under the respective department heads. This second phase lasts between 2 weeks and 3 months, depending on the department needs. The training focuses on technical skills, hands-on practice, direct guidance, and real work exposure. Throughout this period, employee performance is continuously monitored and training is adjusted based on individual strengths and weaknesses. And finally, after completing the training period, employees are evaluated and placed in the production department or other suitable department based on their performance, skill, and suitability. This structured requirement to place process clearly shows that one word perfume emphasized practical skills, adaptability, and long-term workforce development. Overall, the company's strong investment in training helps to improve operational efficiency and reduce employee turnover. Next, we're moving on to the next part, which is section B, is the personal selling project and overview of the personal sales activity. For this personal selling project, NURAINI, which is me, carry out a direct sales activity to apply the concept of personal selling in real business environment. She sold a total of 10 of one word perfume to class friends, classmates, and students of the Faculty of Business, Economic, and Accountancy. Each bottle was priced at 15 ringgit, and within 2 weeks, I successfully achieved total sales of 150, meeting my sales target. The main objective of this activity was to sell all the 10 bottles within 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks. At the same time, I aim to improve my communication and interpersonal skills, also gain customer trust through honest product explanation, and better understand customer preference, especially in terms of fragrance choice and product quality. And to achieve this, I used two main strategies, which is fast-to-fast selling and WhatsApp promotion, which help my reach customer effectively and conveniently. As part of the group project, I, Nuraini binti ASMANG, independently manage my entire sales process from identify potential customer to closing sales. I planned my own sales strategy, selected suitable customer from my personal network, and chose the most effective selling method to achieve my targets. This demonstrates this demonstrates my ability in self-leadership, time management, and decision making, which are essential skills in sales. Although I handled the sales individually, I continue to contribute to the group by sharing my sales result, customer feedback, and effective selling techniques. This open communication and helps the group evaluate overall performance and learn from best practices, strengthening teamwork and collaborations. My selling process begins with prospecting, where my targeted friends, classmates, and FBS students, this group was chosen because they were easy to approach, familiar with me, and more likely to trust my recommendation. Next was the product approach and presentation stage. So during the face-to-face interaction, I introduced the perfume by explaining each fragrance type suitable for daily use and affordable price. Customers were also allowed to smell the perfume, which increased their interest and confidence. For online selling, clear product information and promotion were shared through WhatsApp. When handling customer objection, such as concern about fragrance suitable or price, I respond with the honest explanation and personalized recommendations. This helps reduce doubts and encourage customer to proceed with the purchase. The the product sold was one word perfume, which offer inspired scents suitable for everyday use. I Nurani sold 10 bottles, including a variety of fragrances such as YSL, Stronger With You, Aqua di Gio, BBW Gingham Love, Sweet Like Candy, and lastly is a Honeydew. This variety allows customers to choose scents that match their personal preference, increasing purchase intention. The perfume were positioned as affordable and good quality, making them ideal for students and young buyers. Face-to-face selling allows customers to experience the scents directly, which is important in fragrance purchasing. Meanwhile, WhatsApp was used to promote products, manage orders, and confirm payment, also offering convenience and flexibility. The sales period lasts 2 weeks from 10 to 17 December 2025. 7 bottles were sold in the first week, followed by the remaining 3 in the second week, and face-to-face sales monthly took place on campus around FAB and student hangout areas, while WhatsApp helped reach customers outside campus. Overall, I successfully achieved all my sales objectives by selling all 10 bottles within 2 weeks and generating 150 in total sales. This reflects effective planning, execution, and understanding of my target market. Beyond soft performance, I also achieved my learning objective by improving my communication, persuasion, and interpersonal skills through direct customer interaction. This experience provides valuable insight into customer behavior, highlighting the importance of the product variety, sensory experience, and convenience in purchasing decisions. Managing the entire sales process independently also strengthened my self-management responsibility and problem-solving skills. In conclusion, this personal selling project was highly effective and provide meaningful real-world experience relevant to future marketing and business careers. Thank you. Bye.
Hello. Hi everyone, my name is Bartolomeus Agustin with number matrix BB23110-725, and today I will present our selling activity project for the One World perfume, which was conducted as a part of our sales management course. So, let's move to the sales expenses. So, as the member of the group, being responsible to the interview companies which I am asking about the sales expenses data. Okay, so for the selling activity, it involves several expenses from the company. First, marketing and advertising costs. So the marketing team received a fixed monthly salary and was required to create more than 6 content per daily at least. Okay, so the promotion will carry out through Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram. Okay, and second is sales expenses, bonus, and benefits for the employee. So these include commissions, performance-based bonus, and other benefits which related to their performance, which is the employee performance. It means that high-performing employees were rewarded with monetary bonus. Okay, and third, resources, tools, and reimbursement. We provide the perfume. The company perfumes provide tester for the demonstration for the employees and essentials tools such as device like laptop, phone bills, and SIM card, and the other marketing materials. So employee were reimbursed for company which related to the expenses upon submission of receipt. Okay. Next, we move to the selling goals and objective of Bartolomeus Agustin. Okay, so my selling goals is to sell 12 bottles of perfume. Okay, and each of the perfume is contain 10 milliliters, which is per perfumes, and this price, which is RM10 per bottle, was chosen by me because it is strategic, student friendly, and match with the students' purchasing power, as I target the customer within student in UMS. Okay, apart from achieving the sales target, the goal was to develop my skills such as communication, persuasion, and confidence. Okay, and next, for the delegation of work. So, as the member of the group, my responsibility includes selling my allocated stock of 12 bottles perfume, promoting the products through face-to-face interaction in social media, and leading the introduction and closing during the company interview, as well as asking questions to gather the data about the company. And I also asked the question during the data collections through online, and actively contribute to the group discussion to ensure the smooth executions. Okay. Next, we move to the selling activities. Okay. So for the selling activities and experience, when the selling activities, I apply two main methods, which is appointment selling with 5 customer and direct selling with 1 customer. So the selling process follow the stage such as prospecting, approaching, identifying needs, presenting, and closing. So for prospecting, I use the two methods, which is appointment selling and direct selling. So this method was successful for me because I can capture the customer even though facing rejections from the selling activity, and it will comes by approaching, identifying needs, which is I am not directly asked and promoting them to buy the product or something, but first of all I ask about what smells that they like and what perfumes that they usually use or buy. So by using the data of the customer, I match the values and strength of the product to match with the needs of the customer, which is their preference, and presenting the product and closing the deals, which is I usually say to them, oh, if you don't buy this perfume, you will miss the opportunity. So that is the keyword for me. Okay, so the challenges in sellings is also include like student budget constraint, rejection appointments. Okay, so to overcome this, I adjust the price to 10 ringgits and highlight the product values such as long-lasting fragrance, easy to carry, and affordable price. Next, which is the attainment goals and objective. Okay, so I successfully achieved my target sales by selling all the 12 bottles by myself. So this experience was good and improved my communication, persuasion, and confidence, as well as I learned that how important is the pricing strategy, handling rejection professionally, which is to say thank you, maintain a good expression and good body language, okay, and managing time effectively, which is I did not do the selling activity at the last time, which is I prepared this before the peak time, which is Christmas. Okay, so for the future project, I recommend that we can pay attention for the time coordination, use the social media platform effectively for selling, and make creating regular team meetings for problem solving. So, in summary, this was a valuable experience that allowed me to apply sales concept in real life, as well as achieving my goals and develop essential selling skills. Okay, so I'm happy to work here, and I want to say thank you so much to my group member, which is my team members. So thank you for watching this presentation.
Hello, my name is SHAMANTHA in SEVERINUS, BB231100469. I will be presenting Part A, which is territory assignment, Part B, selling goals and objective, delegation of works, attainment of goals and objective, selling activities. Okay, now moving to Part A, territory assignment. Based on the interview with One World Perfume, the company does not assign sales responsibilities based on physical territories. Instead, they divide sales tasks according to customer types and sales channels. There are mainly two teams, which are the retail team for walk-in customers and the wholesale team for agent, resellers, and customers who are interested in starting their own perfume brand. For wholesale requirements, One World Perfume uses a rotation or queue system for ensure fairness among salesperson. For example, the first customer will be assigned to salesperson A and second to salesperson B, and the process continue in sequence. This system helps prevent bias and ensure an equal distribution of customer. For retail customer, staff guide customers based on their purpose. Customers who are interested in wholesale will be directed to the wholesale team, while regular buyers served by retail staff. This division allows each team to focus on customers that match their expertise and help balance the workload effectively. In addition, One World Perfume practice a channel-based division of work, where each sales channel is handled by specialized staff. This is because each channel requires different communication style, strategies, and performance indicators. And then, walk-in customers are handled by the retail team, while online sales are managed by a dedicated online team. This online team oversees platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, with a strong focus on TikTok advertising. Wholesale customers, on the other hand, are handled by the wholesale team, and there is also a sub-team that manages wholesale inquiries coming from online platform. This clear separation of roles prevents overlapping tasks, improve efficiency, and allow staff to serve customers more effectively. As a result, One World Perfume is able to maintain consistent service quality across retail, online, and wholesale channel. Next, according to the interview, One World Perfume set different targets sales depending on whether the staff are in the retail or wholesale team. For the retail team, the daily sales target is around 10,000 with a monthly target of 100,000. These targets may vary depending on the factors such as walk-in traffic and ongoing promotion. For the wholesales or borrowing teams, target team are set based on return on investment (ROI), the number of leads, and monthly sales volumes. Typically, the sales targets for wholesale staff range between 10,000 and 50,000 per salesperson, depending on their roles and performance levels. Lastly, One World Perfume practice regular target review and performance evaluation. Sales performance is reviewed on a weekly, monthly, and seasonal basis, as sales can be influenced by factors such as festive seasons, special events, holidays, and even weather condition. This flexible approach allows the company to adjust target according to the potential of each sales channel. As a result, individual salespersons are given targets that are more realistic and achievable, which helps maintain motivation and overall sales performance. And then moving to part B, which is selling goals, objective, delegation of works, attainment of goals and objective, also lastly selling activities process. I set my own personal selling goals and objective by targeting the sale of 14 bottles of perfume, which each bottle priced at 15 ringgit, resulting in a total sales target of 210. The price of 15 ringgit was set mainly to target students, as it is affordable and able to encourage purchase intention. Although working adults also show interest in the product, I maintain the same price to ensure price consistency and fairness across all customer segments. I also established daily sales objective by promoting the perfume to family members, friends, and random students within UMS. My selling activity were conducted through face-to-face personal selling, where I directly approach customers and explain the product information. In addition, I carry out online selling through WhatsApp by sharing promotional poster on my WhatsApp status and forwarding them to family and friends group chats. This approach allows me to reach a wider audience while still maintaining a personal communication with potential customers. Through this effort, I successfully achieved my individual sales target. Next is delegation of work among members. As a group members, I was responsible for achieving my individual sales target of 14 bottles of perfume. I actively participate in all group meetings and contributed ideas during discussion to support the team selling strategies. To ensure my sales target was achieved, I promoted the perfume to family members and friends in my hometown. At the same time, I work on improving my communication skills by adapting my selling approach to different types of customers. For example, I use a more casual and friendly approach when selling to family members, while adjusting my selling technique when interacting with students at UMS through face-to-face selling. Move to selling activities and experience, which is stages of selling process. My selling process begins with identifying potential customers, mainly focusing on UMS students who prefer affordable high-quality products. I also promoted the perfume to family members and friends in my hometown to expand my customer base. Next, I built a relationship with potential customers by explaining the perfume information, especially highlighting the affordable price of 15 ringgit, which made it suitable for students. I also encouraged customers to share the experience with friends, which help increase interest in the product. I adapt my selling approach according to different customer types and conducted face-to-face selling at UMS, where I interacted directly with students and answered their questions. At the same time, I promoted the perfume online via WhatsApp by sharing posters on my status and forwarding them to families and friends group chats. This helped me reach more customers while maintaining personal communications. In addition, I allow customers to choose their preferred scents, offering a variety for both men and women, and I also allow them to test the perfume before purchasing. Lastly, I successfully closed my sales through cash and online payment method. Through my consistent effort, adaptability and communication skill, I was able to achieve my individual sales target. Next is product background, where I sell it. The perfume was mainly promoted after the sales management class on Thursday, targeting times when students were available and likely to pass by. Offline selling was conducted at the FP foyer, which is strategic location, make it easier to attract attention and engage potential customers. During face-to-face selling, I answer every question from students who are pass by. While some students choose not to purchase, others show interest and made a purchase. Based on this experience, I decided to strengthen my sales efforts through online promotion via WhatsApp by sharing and forwarding my promotional poster to friends and family. As a result, more of my customers were reached through online channels, and all perfume bottles was sold within 3 weeks. Face-to-face selling still allow me to interact directly with customer and provide detailed product information. By combining this face-to-face and online selling, I was able to promote the perfume effectively, reach a wider audience, and achieve my individual sales target. And lastly, attain of the goals and objective. My individual selling target for this project was to sell 14 bottles of perfume based on my access to customer through personal network, particularly student and close friends. Through a combination of face-to-face selling and online selling platform, I successfully achieved my initial sales target within the planned selling period. Due to my early completion of target, I took the initiative to sell an additional 3 bottles, resulting in a total of 17 bottles. This reflects that I have a strong commitment and effective personal selling strategy by communicating product benefits, also all the pleasant and long-lasting perfume, and maintain friendly, confident interaction both in person and online. I was influenced customer purchasing decision. Throughout this selling activity, I noticed that I need improvement in my confidence, communication, and interpersonal skill. However, I identify areas for improvement in enhancing persuasive technique and managing price-sensitive customer. Overall, this personal selling experience strengthened my understanding of customer-focused selling, sales performance evaluation, and importance of continuous improvement in achieving sales objective.
Hello and good day, Dr. Grace. My name is ARSHAEL meaning my matrix number BB231503, and I will be presenting about performance appraisals, selling goals and objectives, delegation of works, attainment of goals and objectives, and selling activities process. Okay, for performance appraisals, One World Perfume practices a structured and continuous monitoring system. Okay, the appraisal process is led by the sales and marketing supervisors, Mr. Mohammad Hasim, and supported by the company headquarters. This system is important because the business is very sales-driven, so performance needs to be monitored closely and regularly. Performance appraisal is conducted on 3 levels, which are daily, weekly, and monthly. Okay, this allows the company to quickly identify any changes in sales performance and take immediate action when needed. Now, let's go through to the daily, weekly, and monthly appraisals. Okay, on a daily basis, performance is evaluated directly by supervisor and the branch. He monitors daily sales result, customer flows, product movement, and individual salesperson productivity. Okay, when there is a sudden drop in sales, he immediately discusses it with the staff and suggests short-term improvement, such as adjusting product display or improving the way customers are approached. Okay, if sales decline continue, weekly appraisals are conducted. During these sessions, the supervisor reviews the team over performance, discusses possible reason for the decline, and introduces new strategies such as changing promotional approaches or focusing on the best-selling products. And monthly appraisals are conducted by the company headquarters. Each branch submits a detailed report that includes sales performance, profit margins, and staff productivity. HQ reviews these reports to ensure accountability, transparency, and consistency across all branches. Okay, now let's go through impact of appraisal on rewards and salary. Performance appraisal at One World Perfume directly affect employee rewards. Sales commission is given every month based on individual sales volume, usually around 10%. Employees with higher sales performance receive higher commissions. Okay, for annual bonuses are also determined based on yearly performance comparisons. Okay, staff who shows improvement and consistency are rewarded with better bonuses, while salary increments are reviewed annually based on performance. This appraisal system motivates employees to stay productive and committed to achieve sales targets. Okay, now sales goals and objectives. Okay, during the PPIB UMS APK program, clear sales goals and objectives were set. My personal goal was to sell a minimum of 12 bottles of One World Perfume within short selling period. Besides achieving sales, my objective was to gain selling experience, improve confidence, and learn how to communicate with customers, and of course, generate income. Okay, to achieve these goals, I actively sold the perfume through both online and offline channel. Okay, offline selling was conducted by approaching potential customers around University Malaysia Sabah faculties, PPIB UMS, as well as public areas such as Pekan Tuaran and Pekan Kota Belud. Okay, while online selling was mainly done through WhatsApp and Instagram, Telegram, etc. Now let's go through to the delegation of work. Okay, delegation of work during the selling activity, I was mainly responsible for sales, but I also handled several tasks. This included promoting the product through WhatsApp status, WhatsApp group, and editing simple promotional posters, recording sales, and managing deliveries. And this delegation of work allowed me to do the selling process to run smoothly and ensure that all the tasks were completed efficiently during the program. Okay, for attainment of goals and objectives, in terms of performance, I usually achieve my sales target. As per what I said before, my minimum target was 12 bottles and I managed to sell 13 bottles within 4 days, with most of the sales completed in just 3 hours a day. I believe I achieved this because of consistent effort, a polite and casual approach, and clear explanation of the product's benefits. The affordable price of RM or Ringgit Malaysia 15 also made the product more attractive, especially to students. Okay, let's go through to the selling activity process. My selling activities followed the stages of the selling process. Okay, I started prospecting and approaching customers through WhatsApp promotions and direct selling around university faculties, perkantoran, and Pekan Kota Abdullah, and of course PPIB. I then identified customers' needs, especially among students who preferred affordable and practical products. Next, I presented the product by explaining its sense, daily usability, and price. When customer hesitated or rejected the offer, I handled the objections calmly, respectfully, without pressuring them. Finally, I closed the sale by confirming purchases and arranging delivery, followed by simple follow-up to ensure customer satisfaction. Okay, overall, the selling experience during the PPIB UM's APK program allowed me to apply sales theory into real practice. Not only at PPIB, it also faculties, perkantoran, Pekan Kota Abdullah, etc., etc. Okay, through clear sales objective, proper task delegation, effective selling strategies, and continuous performance evaluations, I was able to achieve my target while improving my confidence and selling skill. So I think that's all from me. Thank you. Hello and good day, Dr. Grace. My name is ARSHAEL AMIN. My matrix number BB315030977, and I will be presenting about performance appraisals, selling goals,